2-year-old female, 8 months pregnant. Such as some baby this morning.
You haven't felt it move at all? Have you tried like rubbing your belly and stuff?
Yes.
It's moving right now.
I feel it.
All you gotta do is rub him a little bit.
I did.
You feel him moving? Because now he's moving up a storm.
I feel it.
Ooh, he's doing flips.
Probably.
You want us to take you to the hospital? Let's see if we can see him move.
I just was paranoid that I didn't feel the move.
All we needed was Holly.
That's right, the baby
Mirror,
whisperer.
The baby whisperer.
It's a boy or a girl?
A girl.
Yeah, see, she's way up here. So next, if you want to make her move, all you got to do is touch up here.
Top.
She's not going to come down here until it's time for you to deliver. Yeah, she's moving up a storm now. Kicking all over the place.
3216.
She might have just been real comfortable.
That's a lot of hours to be comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me help you out, baby. That was quick, huh?
Thank you, baby.
All right, sweet.
Look at you.
Baby whisperer.
I'd have just said, you want to go? Let's go.
You don't ever touch him?
Huh?
That's crazy. Not
Baby
touch
can't be
him.
seen, baby.
Touch him. You're gonna move around.
I just
That's
take
all
him
they
to the
need.
hospital. That's
I'm
what
trying to
here
figure out the mystery of it all.
for. Not me.
I want to know what's going on.
Not me. No care.
Me and Holly been knowing each other a long time. Went to high school together. Bob missed how we just got along and did everything well together.
3232. Baby Whisperer has fixed the problem. We are clear of the patient refusal.
Clear the patient refusal, 2227.
Mardi Gras colors going on the dome.
It still feels crazy getting around the city this easy.
Like we beat back-to-back calls.
I remember the first year I worked at ASAP on Mardi Gras weekend.
Now this was your first year here?
First Mardi Gras working with New Orleans in it.
Hey, they put you on ASAP?
I was on ASAP. It was one after the other. And so me being new to the city, to this EMS system, to this behemoth of a holiday in New Orleans, I'm like 7 calls behind. I think it was Keely or somebody's like, you trying to type your whole narrative? I was like, yeah. She's like, nah.
Unknown age, under gender, down, breathing. Person came out as a seizure. Now they're doing CPR. Code 3 and the 5th. You're in OPD in 6249.
So we're going, sounds like a cardiac arrest. Came out as a seizure, and now they're doing CPR. Holly's going with us. Holly Jolly.
Holly running my ass off tonight, man.
Some people do have, you know, what's described as seizure-like activity before they go into cardiac arrest. So my gut is telling me this is an overdose. The fire department's on scene. That means that there's less equipment that I have to bring in, and that means that they've already initiated some form of care. 6249 on scene.
We inside or outside?
Oh, this
Yep, I see Holly lugging her stuff in there.
Is it a code, guys?
She's not breathing though, not bad.
Okay. Does it look like an overdose?
Yeah.
Just stand by the counter and she just keeled over.
Just gave her 2 mils.
Of Narcan? Yeah. Perfect. What's her pupils look like? They pinpoint?
Yeah.
Okay. Giving Narcan intranasally can sometimes be less effective than giving it IV, which means in cases where we don't really see a good response, we want to try to give a lower dose IV to see if we can see a more rapid improvement.
What's going on, huh?
Hey, looks like an OD. They gave her 2 of Narcan IN already.
Is she breathing on her own at all, dude?
A few little agonal ones.
All right, fellas, let's lift up, get on this stuff. 1, 2, 3.
She still ain't woke up.
Let's continue the bag her, man.
Opiate overdoses can be reversible if we could give Narcan in time. But you know the longer that you don't get that Narcan to block that opiate, you just won't be breathing, which could make you hypoxic.
Hopefully the IV Narcan wakes her up.
I'm sure it would. It's time to wake up, sweetheart.
You getting any response at all out of her?
I can feel it. She's breathing on her own, but it's still like 6 times a minute.
Ooh, look at that.
Yo.
What?
Little polyform.
Oh, okay.
When I find a little baggie with all the assorted pills and the white powdery substance, that complicates things even further because the patient is obviously suffering from an opiate overdose. But there's a strong possibility that there's something else in her system, and so we don't know what's gonna happen when we push this Narcan.
That should go a little bit. Oh, there you go, there you go. Oh, hold up.
It's paramedics.
No, come out. Calm down.
Get some restraints.
Yeah.
Let me see that on.
We're responding to a patient with a suspected opiate overdose, but it seems like it may be something else in her system.
The IV come out over there too.
You all right, baby? Calm down. You all right? Let me tell you what happened. You passed out, but now we got your back. But I need you to calm down. All right. You just told me you was gonna calm down.
It's not even.
Oh, you can't help it? Is that stuff? All right, what did you do, baby?
Just take that tape and wrap it around
Did
here.
Did you snort it or did you
I snorted it.
You snort? How much did you snort?
A lot.
A lot?
A lot. I believe it.
There you go. I'm gonna try to get another line and we can just give us some Versed.
Don't give me no more of that stuff.
Do we not?
All right, baby, we're gonna give you something to help you calm down, okay?
I can't help it.
I know, love. That's why we're gonna give you something to make you feel a little better. It's gonna calm you down.
Please.
She's just agitated. And so it's either one or two things that's the cause. It's the fact that we just rapidly detoxed her, or it could just be that she's speedballing. So we're gonna give her Versed so that we can kind of get her back to a more normal state.
All right, I gotta get this IV to give you medicine, okay? Can you hold still
Look,
for me?
let me wipe your mouth, love. You all right? You all right?
All right, mama, that's it. Now you just gotta hold still.
Almost done.
Don't move. Don't move. You're good. All right, give me the damn Versed. All right, 5 is in.
It's gonna stop.
Yeah, it's gonna stop.
That medicine should kick in any second.
Night right now.
All right, her sets. All right.
Shoot.
Put on a little O twice.
Oh, yeah.
Look, twice.
Whew. I ain't coming on no more calls with y'all.
Look, you making us work way too
Y'all
hard.
drama.
Let's go, man.
Whew. All right, y'all be careful.
All right, thank you, Holly. All right, baby. We got you, love. You all right. You the war's out.
So you haven't been sleeping?
No.
Okay.
I barely ate this morning.
Okay. And they're just kind of giving you problems about staying there?
8 calories.
What kind of medical problems do you have?
I take Respidol and then milligrams. I'm in a bad condition.
Do you have schizophrenia?
Serious.
Okay. You've been taking your Respidol? Okay. So he has essentially been attempting to stay at the shelter, but it sounds like they've been giving him a lot of problems. He says he feels like they kind of just treat him like a criminal, like they're...
He'll give me all the time enough.
Yeah.
For me, I have a really deep love and appreciation and patience for psych patients. My grandfather had schizophrenia, and so I don't know, I have a really soft spot for these patients.
Let me get the door.
We're gonna lay you back a little bit, okay? And like I said, as soon as we get your vital signs, we're gonna get you some covers, all right?
We'll put this mask on you, okay, Derek?
Just stick your finger, okay?
How old are you, babe?
30.
So let me ask you this, and I'm not trying to get super duper personal, but do you have family in the city? How'd you end up homeless at 30? You have problems kind of with your family and everything? We have...
I was talking to Rooney earlier about the situation, and they sent me over there, and I told them don't. I told them that I wanted to transfer me somewhere else.
Okay, let me ask you this. We have a lady that works for us. Her name is Robin. She's a social worker. She helps a lot of people get housing, get clean if they're on drugs, if they have problems with alcohol. You know, she'll kind of get them with a support system. Because you have schizophrenia, you need a support system,
Yes,
right?
I do. I was really serious.
Right. So we can get you set up with her, and she can get in touch with you and maybe get you housing and get you like a counselor and a support system so you can kind of get out of this little rut. Would you like us to do that?
It's worth trying to get these patients help. For me, every single time. Because even if it takes the 10th time for it to stick, if you can get someone a support system, compliance with medication, a safe place to stay, and a routine, these patients can really flourish. I will never, ever discount someone saying, I'll take the help.
All right, baby, we're gonna get you over to Tulane, okay? It's all right, baby. We're gonna take care of you. And please look out for Miss Robbins' call, okay? And she can try to get you housing and try to get you a support system and everything so you can kind of get out of this situation, all right? All right, baby. $62.49, I'm clear. You can show $32.49 and route to Tulane with one patient. So he obviously, has a history of mental illness, and a lot of, schizophrenics with no support system end up homeless. He's trying to just do what's best for him, and I think that's admirable, but it's very difficult when you have mental illness and you don't have a support system.
How
are you?
Oh, I've been so good.
You look amazing.
You too.
Thank you. What you up to?
Oh, now I've been working, staying out of trouble, and been trying to do something.
Luckily, we were able to get him in touch with Robin, who is absolutely amazing at what she does. And she got him housing, and he's in therapy, and he's, on medication. And he was very thankful, to us for that night.
You staying with your mom now?
Yes, I am. So we work some things out, whatever. So blessed I got good people around.
It is so much easier to be out in the street and to be on drugs and to be drinking than it is to take your medicine and be sober. So you're really doing like the hard part and the hard work.
Yeah.
You just gotta keep you on the right track.
Right, and the meds and the talk you did and the things I got out, it just made me even more stronger than what I was doing. And when I was down, I wasn't weak. I just had to pull myself back together.
That's it. That's it. It makes me so happy to see you doing so well, because my grandfather had the same thing you have.
Right.
So I know how hard it is, and it makes me so happy to see you standing here smiling,
Yes.
doing good, working. And I hope that you keep pushing forward and you accomplish all the things you want to accomplish.
Appreciate you too, Miss Holly.
Thank you. I'm so glad I got to see you. You're doing so good.
Thank you so much.
These calls are some of the most memorable. I think, at least for me, I do feel special, and I do feel like I make a bigger difference in the world than I probably ever intended.
All right, well, I gotta go ahead and get to work and hopefully help somebody else.
We'll keep in touch, Holly.
Oh, absolutely. I'll see you, I'm sure.
All right, thank you.
All right, baby.
All right.
That does make me happy.
Oh.
No, that makes me happy. It really does.
City of New Orleans 911, what's your emergency?
2 people that have been shot.
And when did this happen?
It just happened.
City of New Orleans 911, what's the location of your emergency?
2 people just got shot. They're on the ground. One, I think, is dead. Oh my God, he is not moving.
Okay, did you see the suspect at all?
No, we didn't see them. We was in the car. We just heard gunshots. He's right here. The police right here.
Are the officers there on scene?
Yes, the police just pulled up. He's right here. I need officers here now. I got 2 on the ground gunshot wounds.
All right, I need a sprint. Might have a shooting at Burgundy. 6249. You show me where off of Tulane. 10-4.
So even though it's early on in the shift, it is extremely busy. We have no units available right now. Everyone's on calls. So I'm headed to this by myself.
Any unit that has not called status 5 yet or can go status 5, please do so. 3248 or 3235. Can you guys go status 5 at Baptist?
Just let me know when the scene's safe.
Yes, ma'am.
Apparently there's 2 people shot. Don't know what their condition is, don't have any information on it. 6249, I see NOPD on scene. Have they given a scene safety yet?
Yes, ma'am.
6249, I'm out with NOPD.
10-4.
Watch out. Hi, he's awake and talking?
Hey, I got a tourniquet right up his leg.
Is the other one alert?
No, he's looking pretty rough.
That one?
Yeah, I hit him first.
Is that holding or is he still bleeding?
He's good.
All right, stay right there, okay? I got an ambulance coming for you. Is he talking?
He's still away. Hang with us, man. Hang with us. We'll be all right.
I'm on scene with 2 gunshot wound patients, both critical, and we have no units available. So right now it's on me to keep these patients stable until I can get an ambulance here to transport them to the trauma center.
All right, baby, don't move, okay, big pinch? I'm gonna go pop that tourniquet on him over there. Hold on, baby, let me see your arm. Don't turn it yet. Let me just secure this, okay?
This is one of those situations where I'm gonna do a quick back and forth. I'm gonna check on one patient, see what that patient's status is, go to the other one and see what their status is.
Hey, you gonna live to see another day.
All right, let me get right here. All right, my love, I'm gonna start an IV on you real quick, okay? All right, baby, little pinch right here, okay? 1, 2, 3. You're doing good, my love. The ambulance is here, okay? We're gonna take care of you. We're gonna take you to university, all right? If y'all wanna go grab that stretcher from them, they're gonna move that patient on the bench seat, just bring it right back over here.
So with these 2 patients, my main priority is checking their mental status, checking to make sure they have a radial pulse, trying to get IV access on them, and just preparing them to be able to put them in an ambulance and go straight to the hospital.
Where's the other dude? The other dude? Okay, then we just need to pick him up. Just try to support by the knee and the ankle if you can. Go up, yep, go up.
These patients are both very sick. They're both trauma activations, and so the best way for us to get them to the hospital is to just do it in one ambulance.
Can you feel me squeezing? You feel me doing anything?
Y'all just go ahead and go.
It's so sad, man. And these dudes are young, and somebody else's moment of ignorance really cost them like a certain quality of life. And that sucks.
Be safe, be strong. Let's do this.
Get that stretcher in here.
You're gonna bleed to death.
Grab the nozzle, grab the nozzle.
They're not dead. I can work with that.